The genetic modification of foods, organisms, and animals is very controversial, for quite obvious reasons, and yet, the practice has great potential for helping to cure diseases and battle hunger in poor countries. We look at 7 examples of organisms that were genetically modified by scientists and why. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more amazing content about the video. You can comment down below. Number 7. Pigs that are resistant to respiratory diseases. In 2018, scientists from the University of Edinburgh Roslin Institute announced they had successfully eradicated the section of DNA that leaves pigs vulnerable to porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome. The Guardian wrote at the time, sometimes genetic modification really sounds like computer programming. The disease that the GM pigs were made resistant to is estimated to cost European farmers $0.5 billion a year in loss of livestock and decreased productivity. Genetically modified animals are banned from the European Union food chain. Some experts suggest this new technique might encourage a re-evaluation. Number 6. Landmine detecting plants. The MIT piece explains that this was developed by embedding leaves with carbon nanotubes. MIT engineers have transformed spinach plants into sensors that can detect explosives and wirelessly relay that information to a handheld device similar to a smartphone. The approach, called plant nanobionics by the researchers, is one of the first demonstrations of engineering electronic systems into plants. It allows plants to detect chemical compounds known as nitroaromatics, which are often used in landmines. When the plant detects these compounds, it emits a fluorescent signal that can be read with an infrared camera. Number 5. Mosquitoes designed to birth weak offspring. A British company called Oxitec created genetically modified male mosquitoes that carry a self-limiting gene. This means that when they are released into the wild and procreate with female mosquitoes, their offspring die at a young age. This method has shown great potential in battling diseases such as Zika and malaria, which are carried and spread by mosquitoes. Unfortunately, some scientists argue that releasing the genetically modified mosquitoes into the wild may have helped to create a more resilient hybrid species of mosquito. Number 4. Cows genetically modified to produce something resembling human milk. Scientists in China and Argentina have genetically modified cows to produce milk that is similar to that produced by human mothers. Researchers modified an embryo of an Argentinian cow to produce milk that contain proteins that are present in human milk that are not typically present in cow milk. Number 3. Ruby, the glow-in-the-dark clone beagles. Ruby Puppy is the world's first transgenic dog. She is one of 5 beagles that were engineered to produce a fluorescent protein that glows red under ultraviolet light. A team that included Byung-Chun Lee of Seoul National University in South Korea and stem cell researcher Woo-Suk Hwang created the dogs by cloning fibroblast cells that express a red fluorescent gene produced by sea anemones. The proof of principle experiment was aimed at leading the way for transgenic dog models of human disease. Number 2. See-through frogs for more humane research. Scientists at Hiroshima University genetically engineered a see-through frog. The development paves the way for dissection-free research on animals, NBC reported in 2007. At the time, Professor Masayuki Sumida of Hiroshima University said the new line of frogs were the world's first transparent four-legged animals. Though it opens up a new intriguing line of research, the scientists behind it do stress that we won't be seeing any see-through mammals anytime soon, as mammals typically have a much thicker skin. Number 1. The Vacanti mouse. In the late 90s, Drs. Charles Vacanti, Joseph Vacanti, and Bob Langer started to create biodegradable scaffoldings of human body parts, including the human ear. Famously, they genetically engineered a mouse to grow a human ear on its body. The creature, which looks like something out of a horror movie, was engineered to help scientists understand how to grow body parts in humans, using their own skin and cartilage cells. The genetic modification of life forms is a controversial practice that will likely remain controversial for the unforeseeable future. Do the positives outweigh the negatives? Be sure to let us know what you think.